see if this works. Oh, are we live? We're Hufflepuffs. My name is Paul. If you're tuning into this late, I did go. We're good. If you're not here right when we're live, my name is Paul. We're TwinSauce. This is my roommate Matthew. We're not we. I have a twin brother. I'm just gonna stop talking now. Hi.
Same.
Matthew has my shirt on. Merch. Merch is live. Oh, look at you guys just pop it on right away. Don't yips me.
Who is John?
Oh, Jonathan Mills.
I don't know.
How dare you? Hufflepuff forever. I do think it's odd. Me and Matthew are Hufflepuffs. Matthew doesn't really know where he fits exactly. We were talking about this the other day. We thought he could have a bit of Slytherin, but he's mainly Hufflepuff.
No, you were saying that. I'm not Slytherin.
I mean...
I'm not Slytherin.
No?
No.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sorry. Tell us what this mic is doing. It's telling me that we're getting levels higher on one side than the other. So if it's annoying you, tell me and I'll just unplug it.
I just saw this thing on Facebook. Actually, did you even watch my video?
Yeah. Did everybody watch Matthew's video? He's back.
So there's a version of me that exists in your head. There's a version of myself that exists in my head. There's a version of myself that exists to the world. But the version of myself that exists in my head is Hufflepuff. So, you can get over it.
Okay, I will. Oh, well, if you stop talking, this is going to be a boring live stream. Same. Welcome, Hufflepuffs. Welcome others as well. Mariah, she sees it. Sorry, Matthew. Katie watched the video. Yes. All right. Well, I don't know why we named it this. It was just kind of a name.
Because of the picture.
Yeah.
Susan drew
that. Matthew got that for her birthday.
Yeah, one time, Susan, you were on the live stream and I had already ordered
Susan's
the picture.
Here.
And
I saw the thumbnail. We're talking about you, Susan.
I had already ordered the picture, and Susan was in the group chat, and you guys were saying, "Oh, Susan's here. Susan's so good at drawing," and I was like,
She is. She's very talented. Oh, I guess we could go grab that picture and show everybody the full thing, but yeah, Susan is queen. What is it? Is it Susan's birthday today? Happy birthday, Susan, if it's your birthday. No shaming of Slytherins. Oh, good. Yeah, Tracy does have Slytherin pride. I think there were some very cunning and wise Slytherins. There were just a couple bad ones in the mix as well. So no shame in being a Slytherin.
This is the picture.
This is what Susan drew for Matthew for us.
We cut Luke out because he's not here.
Suppers. Me and Matthew just ate supper. I made supper today. Luke didn't make it because he's not here.
Supper's like sup.
Oh. I talked to Matt earlier today. I love him so much. Where is my twin brother? He is in Vancouver, Canada today, actually, working in a hospital. He's there. He was there for 5 days, and then he was home for 3 days, and then he's back there for another 5 days, and then he'll be back home for 3 days, and then he'll go back for another 5 days. So he's gonna be gone a lot. But me and Matthew are here, and Luke will be actually here next week. That was supposed to be a high five, and you missed it. Yeah, thanks, Susan. Matthew got that frame, and he told us it was for this Katy Perry poster, and I was like, okay. But then, it worked out really nice. It was fine. It would have worked either way. This screen looks weird in my eyes. I'm going to turn on some more lights. Matthew, take it over. You're on. Oh.
Where's the plug for these?
I think it's fallen.
Since we won't be.
It's fallen, and you can't get up.
Since we won't be using it anymore.
Yes. Let's see. Matthew is right. And yes, I said Matthew. Matt's got your back.
I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
He should know.
Yeah. You guys are too nice. Hufflepuff only? Yikes. Yeah, sorry guys. Man, today has been nuts. I'm not vlogging anymore. I feel weird. I know. What else am I going to talk about today and what I've done today? What have you done today?
Today's been so nuts.
I feel like every day.
So busy. Who am I?
Matthew?
No, I'm you.
Oh, you're me. Okay.
I would never do that. That head movement? No, that's you.
Oh, like this. We did this. We're learning a dance and a tap. We're just learning a bunch of new stuff right now, which is exciting. We learned it yesterday, and we did this thing where we go to like your legs are in a right angle, going down, so you're really low to the ground, and then you do this thing with your head and you go, and it hurts really bad today because I didn't stretch enough, and then it was very painful. Jonathan Mouse.
I'm just staring at myself.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you a narcissist?
No.
Yeah, I'm a narcissist.
Not as much as you. I don't live stream every week for an hour and talk about myself, so.
You ain't wrong. Summer has finally arrived. It has. You now as of Matthew.
Yeah, I used to you now a long time ago. That's
Really?
how she knows me, yeah.
Why didn't I know about these?
Because we weren't friends.
Oh, it was like that old?
Yes.
It was like long ago. Oh, man. We should YouNow again. We should just jump on the YouNows and see if we can make a fan base there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Twitch. And I'll just edit on Twitch. I'll just like start streaming and edit.
Okay.
Like, well, people game. I don't know. That might be a thing. So don't nobody steal my idea. That was my idea. Oh. It was Jazz. Yeah, it was Jazz. What did you say, Mariah? I'm confused. I'm trying to keep up with everything right now. Oh, Hannah Woods, how was your concert? You feel like jump after jumping. Where did you see them at? She saw Skillet and For King and Country.
Somewhere in Florida.
Was it Florida? I saw what was it? It wasn't Skillet. I saw
Katy Perry in October?
I did see that in October. No, in Red Rocks Amphitheater. I saw
Skillet.
No, it wasn't Skillet. It was a bunch of bands, but the headliner was the guy who sings Stars. Gosh, what are their names?
Javert from Les Miserables.
Yes. Him. No. I can't remember their names.
Shout out to Mariah. Did you hear that?
That was good. I love dancing. Who dances in our live stream chat right now? Who is a dancer? Oh, Twitch sauce? Same. Oh, Rose, you're working at Subway?
Miramar, Florida. Wow.
Oh, wow. There's a Myanmar. Is it Myanmar? Miramar? There's a Myanmar, which is right next to Bangladesh. It was lit.
Not the same place.
No, not at all. I just thought it looked very similarly spelled. No, it's not. It wasn't Skillet. It was. Gosh, they have this really cool music video for Stars. The minute it's said, I'm gonna be like kicking myself in the foot. They also sing "I Dare You to Move." Them.
Switchfoot.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. That's why I'm like kicking myself. I couldn't remember Switchfoot. I saw them.
I'm going to see The Color 3 times this summer. I thought you were talking about Cars 3 whenever I saw C and 3 next to each other. And it's like a small word. I thought you were talking about Cars 3. Sorry.
Oh, how long have we been dancing and doing that choreography? That choreography actually we did in a week, but it was a lot of reprised choreography from other dances that we've done. So it was really just thrown together for that audition piece. It was very fun. It was a good time. But we need to do more of it. And that one actually wasn't practiced. We kind of found out late that we were going to do that, and so we had to re-choreograph a brand new song for it. So it's kind of last minute. Yes, I'm thinking of Switchfoot. Thanks, guys. Wait, what are you talking about, Mariah? I'm confused.
Mariah is talking about...
I was already typing good one when you mentioned me. Oh.
She was talking about the Les Mis joke I made.
Oh.
And then she's talking about... I think she's talking about that Switchfoot concert. It was Switchfoot Skillet? No, Switchfoot Reliant K? I don't know.
Oh, no, that was a different one. That was one... I'm talking about I'm sorry. That whole concert thing. I was talking about a concert I went to in high school at the Red Rocks Amphitheater, and so it was like Switchfoot, and we were trying to jump, and you would jump for like half a second or two. I mean, like half a minute, and you'd be like, because the altitude is so high. I don't know why I thought I don't even know where that story came from in my mind, but I never finished it, so it didn't make any sense. They are amazing in a concert. I did like Switchfoot. He's a really talented singer. 10th Avenue North, their lead singer, I met him at Winter Jam when we were backstage there doing video stuff with Dustin. And yeah, he's a legit guy. Like, I was super impressed with him in real life. Like, not just like he's also a very good performer, but very cool guy.
Kind of like me.
Brian Fabian, what's up, bro? How are concert? Oh, I'm not always talking to you, Paul. Thanks, Mariah. I love Mike. He is cool.
IKEA.
What are we talking about?
You said, I love Mike. He is cool. But then I said IKEA.
Oh. I'm struggling today. I'm having a rough time. Oh, Matthew, let's tell a story about you. Oh, we were going to talk. No, should we not do that? Our idea that we had earlier?
You can talk about that.
You don't want to talk about it? Well, I'm not going to just talk about it.
Paul wanted to talk about our insecurities.
Yeah, because everybody has them, and I wanted to know what your... Yeah, is awesome. Also, I hate when you put, like, honey in tea, and then it goes to the bottom, and then you're drinking the last little bit, and it's like, oh, there it is.
You could get one of those stirrers.
I know. I should have stirred it. I didn't. I made a mistake.
What do you feel the response to your relaunch video?
Oh. To Matthew's?
What do you feel the response to my relaunch video? I don't know. What do you mean by that question? What do you feel the response to your relaunch video? What do I feel like the response is?
Like, how did you feel about the response to it?
How did I feel about the response?
I don't know. That's how I read it.
I felt good. I mean, I've been meaning to go back to everybody's comments, but everybody was super nice and genuine. And I think whenever you open up like that on the internet, or open up like that in general...
Bye, Jonathan. Thanks for hanging out, bud.
It makes... it only strengthens relationships.
Insecure or vulnerability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here I am using my fake voice.
It's not your... My fake voice.
What do you feel like it was? And yeah, how did it go? Sorry. It's been good so far. I've been meaning to... Yeah, respond to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it was good.
Wow, thanks.
I think... Go ahead. What was your largest insecurity? I was going to say mine.
Yeah, I was just going to...
Honestly, I can't think of a good, like, solid one. I have a lot of insecurities. I'm a very insecure person.
I mean, I think I kind of touched on my insecurities kind of a little bit. I feel like a lot of the time I just glaze over things that I don't necessarily want to talk about, or it's hard to talk about in person, so I just like will joke about them and sweep it under the rug. So I guess that's kind of an insecurity that I am just like laughing all the time and not like...
You'll just make jokes about make light of a situation even if it's something that hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't talk about it. And then it festers for a long time.
Bree, largest insecurity, everything. Same. Mara said, I have such a hard time figuring out what my insecurities are. I will have moments of dislike some things about me, but I've always worked very hard at loving myself. Good, Mara. That's good. That's really good insight. I think for me, I'm constantly on a path of attempting to, I don't know. I have a hard time because I'm very insecure, and so I kind of overly compensate for it by just being overly like a false form of confidence, instead of like a security and like who I am as a person. I think one of my largest insecurities is my voice and my mannerisms. They're very effeminate, and I don't like that. I wish I was more masculine like my older brothers, or like some guys I know that are just awesome. They're super cool, and I just wish I just wish I was like cool like them. And then it's like, well, but at the same time, if I tried to do that in college. I tried to be like my older brother Steven, who came before us in college, and it didn't really work out very good. So it just goes to show you that like trying to be someone you're not isn't really attractive. It's fake.
I tell you this all the time, and if God made you a certain way, God didn't want you to be super masculine. Not that you aren't super masculine, but God,
Yeah, He designed us in he designed us in a way. Right, and then and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying to be confident in that, in a way, and like don't like that God has a purpose and a reason for you to be the way that you are. Like, so for the longest time, I was like really insecure about my weight, and I wanted to change that. So I wouldn't have changed it unless I went like vegan, and now I'm just forced to say no to stuff a lot, which today I didn't, and I'm feeling the repercussions of it. So,
yikes.
Matthew might be also feeling them later.
I didn't eat any pizza with cheese on it.
No, I know. I meant, never mind.
Oh, yikes! Because the bathroom might stink.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. 'Cause poop.
I think another thing I'm insecure about is my whole life I kind of grew up very skinny, and now that I am getting into my mid-20s, I don't have the same metabolism that I used to have, so I'm kind of gaining weight, and I'm not complaining about like being overweight or anything, but just I don't.
I'm sure where you're going with this. I was gonna help you out, but then I didn't know where you were going.
I don't want to complain about being fat. I just don't like the way my body looks sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, that's okay. It's not that. Like, it's not even that you're necessarily like you're not fat. It's just now like you're not where you want to be. So like, how do you get there? How do you get from A to B? And what type of things do you need to change in your lifestyle to get there? I have that same problem.
So people are saying.
Tracy asked, "How can we help you grow your confidence?" I don't know how you can help me. I think honestly, it's kind of a journey. Like, I have a fear of bad negative comments about myself, and so it's funny that I am a YouTuber and I go out and I put things on the internet, and then I fear the comments that come. But honestly, you guys are pretty awesome, and you build a lot of my confidence. I've grown a lot, and I've developed into who I am today. I think because of a lot of the people that watch and comment regularly, and come on these live streams and we hang out. Like, I think there's a lot of growth that happens, and so I don't know if there's anything more you can do. I think you're doing everything you can. Specifically Tracy, she's solid at building people's confidence. So thank you, Tracy, for being there for us, and for me specifically, just coming alongside and building me up. I think that's the thing that I try to do with other creators as well, or at least I try to. I'm not always the best. I'm kind of critical, and so Matthew's gonna look at me funny. I want the best for people, and I want to build them up in their art, but sometimes I'm a little harsh.
Mm-hmm. No, you've never been super mean to me.
Well, I try not to, but I'm afraid sometimes that I hurt people's feelings because I am honest. I'm not gonna tell you like I'm gonna tell you what I think.
Yeah.
But I also want to tell you 3 things that are good about it before I'm gonna tell you 1 thing that's bad about it. Because oh my gosh, so when I was in high school, my mom read this book, and then she was telling us about it. I didn't ever read the whole book. I should. But it was called like the bucket effect, and it was like how there's a leaking bucket, like our self-esteem and our confidence is based in this bucket. It was just like a word picture, and in the bucket there's a hole in the bottom and there's a constant drip, and so one positive comment is like a drop in the bucket, and obviously that's constantly dripping, so it's constantly leaking. And then I can't remember what like a negative comment or like a whatever thing, but it takes the place of 3 of those positive comments or it pokes another hole in it. I can't remember. It was a good idea of like that you need to be like people around you to be constantly pouring into their lives, not just taking.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought that was good. But I have so many little insecurities. Like I don't even know where to start with a lot of my insecurities. Those are the main ones I was thinking of, though. Those 3.
I feel like
you guys are so calming. Thank you. Not normally. We're just tired.
Everybody's saying they're insecure about. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are saying they're insecure about their social skills.
Okay. Yeah.
Lack thereof. I get this, Hannah. I understand this a lot. My biggest insecurity is my social skills or lack thereof. I'm hecka quiet in real life. People might think I'm stuck up because of that, but no, I'm just quiet and anxious. Talk to me, please. I feel like I do that too. Like I in social situations, it's not that I don't know.
What? You
I
just
get quiet.
Yeah. But I think a lot of that's like just your personality.
Yeah,
that's the way that you.
That's part of my personality, and I'll open up to people if I'm like talking about something that I'm
passionate about,
excited about.
And I think like what's really cool is when we were at VidCon this last year, we were hanging out, and all of a sudden, like, we couldn't find Matthew, but he'd kind of stepped off to the side. Like Luke and I were in a group of people talking, and then Matthew had stepped off to the side with one person, and was just having a one-on-one conversation with that person. And like when those conversations were over and we left, I just was really like, at first I was like, well, that was kind of rude. And then but then like when I think about it more, it's like, okay, well, that's just the way you connect. Like you don't connect. Like I connect in a crowd. If I'm one-on-one, I get real awkward real fast. Like this.
Yeah, like being home with you when Luke's not here.
Yeah.
No,
like half my identity's gone.
It's not awkward, but it's just like it's definitely different.
Yeah. Somebody asked up here. I've been following you for long. I love your stuff. I have a silly, cute question.
The thing is, you twins aren't much alike. How come you
two become different? I don't. I think we're just two different people.
Yeah,
we look a lot alike, but we're not really that much alike.
You have different personalities, and you're two different people.
Different people, yeah. So I think we just kind of have grown into these roles. When we were young, we were almost. I mean, I wouldn't say we were ever the same person. The way we interact, the way we act, they've always been different. But we used to stand next to each other, like when we were really little. And now I look back at those pictures and I can't tell us apart. But like then, we'd stand and look in the mirror and be like, I don't see what people see. You just stand there and be like, we don't look anything alike. We're like,
you looked a lot alike.
Super alike. Natalie Green for the other personality unsaid thoughts. I have really bad social anxiety and always wanting other people to tell me who I am instead of finding that in God. I think that's super, Natalie, that's actually a super huge thing. I think for me as well, I'm a people pleaser, so like naturally I tend to, I have is like Matt Terwilliger when he's on shoots, like he will be Matt Terwilliger on a shoot, not regardless of the client. And I think obviously he will adapt based on the client. He's going to adapt that personality to that client so that he can interact to the best possible thing. But I learned a lot from him as far as like how to act on sets when you're working with people. Oh, plans for VidCon. We're actually not going to VidCon. We had tickets.
We have something else exciting planned. You have to stay tuned for.
Stay tuned.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew, pew. But we're not going to VidCon.
It's actually not like super exciting. I mean,
I'm excited.
It's exciting for us, but it's not really super exciting for anybody else.
Yeah. Sorry, but it's exciting for us, so we don't care. I'm more of a one-on-one person too. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up with all your comments. If I miss a comment, I apologize.
Earlier, Mo said one of mine is not being good enough for other people to like me because my mom and stepdad are emotionally abusive, and another one is my stuttering because of anxiety.
Mo, I'm so sad. I love stutters. That's weird, but I do. Have you seen that comedian online who's like the guy who stutters really bad? He is my favorite. I love it. And the thing is he's not let that define him. And I think that's another huge thing is like I can't tell you how to have confidence. Honestly, I'm not that confident of a person myself. I fake it a lot. I love it. Somebody earlier said something about faking it till you make it and how that does give you confidence.
Bree said that.
Yeah, Bree. And I think that like there is a part of it that is that. Where you fake confidence until you have it. I fake a lot of confidence when I'm on like shoots because I don't know, like I know a lot, but I don't know as much as a lot of people, and so when I go on set, it's not even that I pretend to know a lot. I'm just quiet and observant, and then when I know something, I will say it, and then you're like a valuable asset to the team. But it's a lot of if they ask you to do something, you just try your best to do it as to the best of your ability. Drew Lynch, yes, he is awesome. Isn't Drew Lynch from Kansas City? I actually don't know.
He's from Indianapolis.
Oh, Indianapolis. So no. But I do like him a lot. He's really funny. I think I'm subscribed to him on YouTube. Or at least I was. Luke goes through occasionally and unsubscribes from a bunch of people, like famous people that we follow, because he's just like, it's muddling my sub box. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm somewhat confident. I don't know.
Mariah, I feel like I'm somewhat secure / confident until I watch myself in a video or something, and I'm like, wow, could I be more awkward? After years.
I think posting myself on the internet and like making videos and stuff has made me less like I think now I'm like 25. I'm not gonna be like something that I'm not.
Right.
So I might as well just get used to who I am.
Right. Mariah makes a good point. Actually, when I started daily vlogging, the daily vlog literally was just my attempt. Like Casey and I started sending a video back in 2016. He said that he's like, the only way to make it on this platform is to go daily. And I was like, okay. So I went daily. And really because of that push, like every day was hard. Every day I saw those, like what Mariah's talking about. Like you look at yourself in a video and you're like, could I be worse? Could I be more idiotic or stupid? And then like every day though, Mariah's not going to daily vlog. But Mariah, if you wanted to do a study in yourself, do that, because then suddenly you're seeing yourself in every aspect and you will start making changes. Like, and I think that's not, and it's not that you're changing yourself, it's that you're observing your actions and then you're learning more about yourself. I don't know. I think it helped me build confidence in who I was. It also helped me come to a point where I had to say, okay, I don't like that, but that's who I am, and that's okay. It's okay that I'm that way.
Sophia.
Mo, I think you should start making videos again. I know that you don't feel like you have enough time. I do think you would benefit from it, though, creatively, and also just watching yourself. I think that's good for you. Could I be wearing any more clothes? What's up, everybody that's joining right now? It looks like a few people. Oh no, just Sophia. Sophie?
Sophia.
It is Sophia.
You do that every time.
Sophia, I'm sorry.
You met her in real life.
I know. Sophia, I'm sorry. Half of my videos because you're cringe. No, Katie the Human. If you take them down, that's fine. If you unlist a video, that's okay. I don't hate you for that, but I will hate you if you delete them. Never ever delete a video. Reason being is if they get deleted off your hard drive, you'll never have proof of your growth.
You can private them though.
But you can make them private. That's what I mean. Like you can hide them, but don't get rid of them. Well, cool, guys. Well, that was a little fun section on spilling our guts. Do you have any other insecurities you want to share with the class?
No.
Oh. I feel like there's always so many I could talk about. I have so many insecurities. But
I'm trying to think of other ones.
good job, Katie. Only on the listing. Do that. I feel like for me, a huge thing is like, I have an insecurity of being alone. So like, and silence. Matthew, don't make that face. I can't help it right now.
No, just being alone. You can talk.
Oh.
I don't mind it when you talk.
No, but I am afraid of silence, and I'm afraid of being alone.
I don't mind whenever Paul talks because I don't have to talk.
No, don't say that. Yeah, I don't know. Christina, thank you. I do also love the shirt that Matthew's wearing. She said, did she say Matt is wearing?
She said Matt.
Oh, Christina.
She doesn't know me.
He's triggered.
She's a fake fan.
No, Christina, you're fine. Why are your eyes so blue when you're closer to the camera? It's weird and distracting. Could you not? I think it's because the screen is white, but the color balance for the camera is tungsten. So it's actually a yellow light.
Him and Paul were so scared of A Quiet Place.
I was freaking out, and I love that movie, but I was freaking out because of the silence. I hate silence.
They were covering their eyes in parts they didn't even need to cover.
No, it was just quiet.
And I was like,
and I was afraid of it.
Watch the movie. Nothing's gonna happen.
You don't watch horror movies ever. No silence. Yeah. Oh. I also so I go stir crazy a little bit. So one thing that was funny, before Matthew moved here, we would go hang out with people like every day. There was something happening every day. We never came home at night. We would go do stuff. And that was because Luke and I, and it's not that we hate being alone because there's two of us, but if we came back to the house in the evenings and we're just there by ourselves, it was not fun. So we would like go out and hang out with our friends. So I need to do more of that. I know that you're here now, so like that's why it's easy to come home because it's like hanging out with someone else. But
What are you saying?
I'm
just reading comments.
I was saying that like we hated being alone, and so it's even more than just like the two of us. And so before you moved here, we would just go hang out with people all the time. And so now a lot of those I haven't hung out with people. Oh, tomorrow I'm hanging out with the Vetters and Lydia. Are you coming? Are you gonna be antisocial and stay here? That's fine if you want to. It don't matter to me.
I don't know. Maybe.
Liz is awkwardly an introvert. What?
I'm afraid of Thanos.
I'm confused of what's happening right now. Why are we talking about Thanos?
Elijah's just being random.
Oh, hi, Elijah. Or he can hang out with me.
Or we can talk about this later.
I make plans later? Sit down on a live stream?
I like things to be planned out.
Hannah Woods, I wouldn't actually mind filming videos, but editing and watching myself as I'm editing, no thanks. Oh, that's how I was originally. I really struggled with editing myself because I hated myself.
You can also not make videos of yourself too.
Yeah, you can
make videos of yourself, but also not make videos of yourself
if you're more comfortable making videos for someone else. That's what I do for work.
For yourself, but like of nature,
Sure, like making
whatever you want to make. Like
make stuff.
Videos.
Make what you want to make. Wow. Mara, why you were checking your messages? Same. Okay, well, that was the only topic I had to talk about was our insecurities today. That's all was on my list. I'm trying to be a little bit more intentional with like interacting, like driving story content, but or like live stream content, like questions. Do you guys have any questions or topics you guys want to talk about? We could get deep and sentimental and tell our backstories. It sounds like we're like characters in a theater production. Backstories. A riveting time. Kayla, calm down. It is a riveting time. We're just chilling. Okay? This is weird. Tracy pointed something out. Like, my eyes get so blue. But it's because the screen is white. That is crazy.
Said you're scary.
Or tell funny stories. Do you have any embarrassing stories?
My eyes are green.
I'm trying to think of funny stories in my life.
No, I don't have any funny stories.
I have some funny stories, but I'm trying to think them up now that I'm trying to think them up. They're not here. You have funny stories. You tell me funny stories all the time. Like about CarMax.
Okay. CarMax, I don't know her.
Literally.
I made a video about my character development that you haven't watched, so...
The most
Bree said, tell us about your character development so far this year.
Oh, so far this year. I don't know. I feel like I've since stopping the vlog and all that stuff has been huge waves in my life. I know that like stopping something shouldn't cause waves, but it did. Yeah, all my funny stories are poop stories. That is true.
Tracy said, to counterbalance your negative vibes about insecurity, what is something you are confident about yourself?
Ooh, good call. Let's see. I
can't think of anything.
We must not be very confident. I am confident in my photography abilities, my filmmaking abilities. It's funny. This is an insecurity and a thing I have confidence in. I'm good at talking to people I don't know, but I also talk too much, and so that's like my insecurity and a security. So I love talking to people, but then I talk too much, and so I'm insecure about that. So it's like a double-edged sword. But it's something I'm confident in. My ability. I'm also pretty confident in how I look now. Like 3 months ago, I probably wouldn't have said that, but now I'm getting more and more confident in how I look.
3 months ago was shorter than you expected. That was in January. No, that was in February. You're fine with how you looked in February?
Yeah. So, like December.
October. October is whenever I noticed it. Well,
that was like the initial weight loss, yeah. Was when, because we went vegan in August. So that would have been like 3 months in. I had lost a lot of weight. I was feeling pretty good. But it also helps. My weight loss thing has been weird because I've gained a lot of confidence more within the last like couple weeks because people started noticing. People would at church and stuff would start saying stuff, and I was like, okay. So maybe I'm just a narcissist and I want people to notice me. That might be it. Anyway. Basically, whether there's poop jokes mentioned or not. Okay, I try really hard not to be crass on social media. But I do a very poor job at executing that. So.
Today people were trying to figure out who they were talking to on Twitter, which twin it was, and it wasn't either twin. Dun dun dun.
So all three of us have logins to our Twitter. So sometimes Luke and I do a very poor job with Twitter, and so Matthew occasionally will help me out and tweet for me, or have conversations with me, or interact with for me. He usually tells me what's going on, but sometimes he doesn't, which is fine. I don't mind. He's much better at Twitter than I am. That is an insecurity. I suck at Twitter.
And the funny thing was, it was Hannah and Abby, and they were like, I wonder who this is. And I was DMing Hannah and Abby at the same time. Shook.
Matthew, why? Because you never specify. Yes, it is bad.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you about that.
What? About
Emily, she said, I told Matthew to let you guys know. He probably didn't because he's a hoe, but I found a place in Nashville where they make vegan hot chicken, so y'all need to get over here.
Yes! I'll be right there.
I just didn't tell him because I didn't want to go to Nashville.
You don't want to go to Nashville? But that's on the way home to Georgia.
Yeah, I'd rather just go to Georgia.
Don't tell that man.
Yikes. I mean, I like people in Nashville, but that's about it.
What are the things you're confident about yourself? Now we've been talking about insecurities for a while, and now we don't know how to be positive about ourselves.
I think that in being one of my biggest insecurities is that I joke about things all the time. One thing that I'm slightly confident in is that I can make people laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a solid point. And I think that a lot of our insecurities, anybody's, but mine specifically, a lot of my insecurities are also counters to my my confidence. So we were, I'm not gonna name any names. We were having lunch or dinner here one time with some friends, and I was, you know where I'm going with this?
Yes.
And they started teasing Luke and I about how we talk too much, and then they said, I don't think you would be able to not talk. And so Luke and I are both very stubborn people, and so we were just like, and so we were quiet for a long time, and they kept talking about subjects that would like trigger us, or like just stuff that would like irritate you. And I was pretty irritated. And I was irritated because emotionally I was feeling ashamed of who I was. Like, oh, you talk too much, and so you have. It hit me kind of where I felt like it was a strength of mine, and now it's like you're making fun of me for it, and so it was like kind of hit you in your gut. It's already something I'm kind of insecure about anyway. And so anyway, this went on for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Was it that long? It probably wasn't even that long. It felt like that long. But these people were giving false facts about something. I don't even remember what it was. And then when it was over, I just like was done. And I was this close. Like Luke knows I have this calm before a storm voice. It's like that voice your dad uses when he's trying really hard to be like, let you know exactly what he's thinking. He's irritated, and you're about to get something you don't want if you continue with it. That was the voice I used. But nobody can really tell when I have that voice. Like when I'm like really irritated like that.
I know you're irritated.
You know? Did you know?
I mean, I knew that night that you were whenever you were irritated.
Yeah. Well, but Luke knew I was about to punch somebody in the face, so he was like, he called me into the kitchen, and so I went in there, and I just like kind of let my verbal mouth have it, and then I came out and I was fine. Not really. I was not fine. I'm still mad about it. See? Look. Yes. Because I was insecure. In something I was confident in. Yipes. Sorry. Wow, that took a dark turn, and we're talking about confidence.
Yipes.
Yipes.
It was all a joke at first, and I contributed to it, and I feel a little bit bad about it still, but you're not mad at me about it, right?
Which is this?
But you were just
that
talking
night?
about
No,
yes.
no, it's fine. I'm not mad at you.
Because then I realized you're irritated, and I asked you if you're okay. And you weren't, and you said you weren't.
Yeah, no, I'm getting better at being honest about that stuff. I used to cover everything up and be like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I'm not. Actually, Starbucks. I gotta tell the story about Starbucks. So I was working at Starbucks back in like, oh gosh, it was like 2015. I worked there for like 6 months. This guy on the shift was like one of my favorite people. Bye, Bree. Thanks for hanging. He was one of my favorite people to work with because he was really a hard worker and he knew what he was doing and he was a good trainer. But he was intense and I was new still. So I was trying to help him. I was on bar. I was making drinks. And we hit a rush in the middle of the afternoon, which was kind of rare. And so he came in and he was trying to bar 2 for me. And he was like, hey, switch me for bar 2. So we switched. So I was just prepping drinks for him. And then he yelled at me because I wasn't doing it right, the way he wanted me to do it. And about cry. I did cry. I went to the back and cried. He just yelled at me to get off the floor. So because I was not doing very well. And he was pretty vicious. And so I went to the back and I just started washing dishes and crying. And then he came back, like, I think it was, I don't know, after the rush was over. So probably 20 minutes later, I'm still washing dishes. Like I am traumatized from this. I just was traumatized.
Eric says hi from Mexico City.
Hey, what's up? Sorry, I'm taking a really intense story about Starbucks. That's exciting. Anyway, so he came in and asked me if I was doing okay, and it was the first time I ever admitted to someone in a public setting that I was not okay. Because I would just always say, "Oh, I'm fine," and I'd suck it up and I'd stuff it down, and then it'd come out later. Anyway, that was a great story, huh?
Fun, yeah.
Yeah, but did that relate to this conversation at all? Nope. But it was a story. Maybe it was on my insecurities of wanting to be to do well. I don't know. I think there's a storm happening outside. Mariah, do you know anything about the storm that's happening outside? We didn't want to go outside, so we just didn't look it up. Eric, what's new with you, bud? Well, you're coming in here from Mexico City.
Mexico City.
Yeah.
Do you know who's just in Mexico City last week?
Was that Catherine Hudson?
Yeah.
Oh, don't say that.
Eric, did you go see Witness the Tour?
Did you see her at the Met Gala with the wings? Let's talk about the wings for a minute.
Oh, let's talk about how.
What are we talking about? You got so excited.
Katy Perry sent Taylor Swift.
Guys, the feud may be over. Hey!
She sent her an olive branch. Right whenever I start talking about this, my mom likes it. She's so happy about it.
You can open the shades. But the problem is we have trees. Like really big trees, so I can't really see what's going on.
I'm excited about it. Now I can be a fan of Taylor Swift again.
Yeah, you can stop hating on her and her music.
Yeah, and one of my friends that I made during the 1989 World Tour, because I used to be a Swiftie, is coming to Kansas City for the Reputation Stadium tour.
Is that in the? Do you know which stadium it's in?
Chiefs Stadium.
Chiefs.
But I think I'm going to be in Tokyo.
Oh, what a shame. You couldn't afford to go to that show. That show's like stupid expensive, right? It's like $600.
I'm not for the floor.
Oh, okay. What's their cheapest ticket, you think? Be like a really horrible seat for like $100?
My mom said that, or Teddy said that Taylor Swift wasn't a Christian. I don't think Teddy knows about Katy Perry because she
Yikes.
But it's fine.
Yeah, Taylor's shows are mega expensive. I really enjoyed going to Katy Perry's show twice. That was when I went, I wasn't really a super fan of Katy Perry.
You're
Still not, but like I definitely appreciate her performance abilities now more than ever. Seeing her on American Idol was actually really good for me. Yeah, he can't afford to go to Taylor Swift, but he can go to Japan. I mean priorities.
That's more. I think I'll have a better experience in Japan, probably.
Yeah, it's all experience based. What's the better experience? Supply and demand, man. Yeah, it's true.
It has good priorities.
Wow. I was about to say something, and I thought you were about to say something, and I stopped talking. Now I forgot my train of thought, so now I don't have anything to say.
Big reputation. I'm too spoiled for bad seats now. I'm too used to front row. It doesn't help that I'm terribly blind. I'm excited to see Grandpa Moo in Japan.
Are you
I
gonna
don't know
take
if
it?
Grandpa's coming.
Is Grandpa not going?
He might.
When is Grandpa gonna show up again?
I don't know.
He just kind of pops in and out from time
Yeah.
to time. He was living in the basement for a while, and then he decided to move on. So
I want to see Grace Vanderwall live too.
I-
I've seen Grace Vanderwall live.
Did you?
Yeah, last summer at VidCon.
you
Me and Becky.
you guys went and saw her?
It was at the YouTube live on stage opening thing.
Oh, that I didn't go to because I didn't get do the.
It was just one song though.
Yeah. Oh, she is awesome. Very talented. Tracy wants Grandpa to go to Japan. He's gonna have to figure out how to pay that way.
Yeah.
But I guess he's probably loaded. He just kind of like floats around. We don't even know where he is right
He
now.
mooches off of me. He's not loaded.
That's true. I keep thinking he's loaded. Maybe he's just homeless.
Maybe he probably just has a bunch of money that he's not telling me about.
Yeah, and then he just mooches off you,
Mhm.
and then, man, Grandpa, he's just malicious.
He just came here.
I backed him up
Yeah.
when we sang.
We haven't seen him since then.
I know.
I mean, they haven't seen him since then.
He's been around a couple times. He missed. He liked to be on the vlogs, but sometimes it just was like, no, Grandpa, that's weird.
I don't know. He'll be back eventually.
Yeah. Eventually, he'll come around. I might, for my birthday, go see Imagine Dragons. They are a solid stage show. Oh, so here's the thing. I am a huge fan of spectacle. That's why I really appreciated Katy Perry's tour. So, like, I love dancing, which I think frustrated Matthew. We were watching Katy Perry's show, and I was just all into the dancers. One of the dancers was from So You Think You Can Dance season, I think it was season 12. It was season 12. It may have been season 11. I can't remember. But either season 11 or season 12 from So You Think You Can Dance, and I was, like, freaking out about it. And
Something
I love watching
Paul
the dancers.
doesn't understand is you go to a concert not to watch the backup dancers.
No! The backup dancers are the best!
No.
Okay, also...
They're supposed to accentuate the performer.
No!
You're not supposed to look
They
at them.
are the... I mean, I know they're not the focus, but they're like... That's where I would want to go. I never want to be like ahead... Like,
to see somebody. You're not
I'm paying
watching
money-
their backup dancers. You don't know who they are.
I know who they are.
Because you're a freak.
I'm not a freak. I know. So I was talking to some actors in New York about auditioning, and they were talking about like their dream roles and stuff. They asked me what my dream role was, and I was like, honestly, I want a good show with a solid ensemble and a solid choreographer, and I will be a happy camper. Like, I love to support leads as a dancer. That is like my favorite thing to do.
That's
in
so
a show.
good.
I love it. Like, why is that bad?
It's not bad. It's
At least
just weird. It's not the mindset of a lot of people.
Well, I know. But, like, that's, like, the best. I don't know. It's just, like, that's the only part I found fulfillment in. Like, I got to play Bert and Mary Poppins, and that was it. Now I'm done.
Yikes.
Didn't we just have this talk about me liking poop humor?
Yeah.
I just thought this was just too perfectly planned to have it sitting right there. Collaboration! Same, Mariah, right? You get it. Well, and also we're dancers, so it kind of makes... Also, I really want to do... I like the musical, The Chorus Line. Mariah, we were talking about this. We were talking about this in dance class yesterday.
It's actually mine.
It is actually Matthew's. He got it in a care package. Wow, that sound. Yeah, it's actually Matthew's flarp. No, but a chorus line, I really want to be in the opening number of a chorus line. If you've seen the opening number of a chorus line, it is like our choreographer went and saw it when it was on Broadway. Can you not? Our choreographer went and saw it when she was on Broadway, and she was like dying the entire song because that whole opening number is them getting to the audition, doing the choreography and learning it, and then performing it for the auditioner. So, like, as a dancer, you see that and you know exactly what's happening. And I can understand how if you aren't a dancer, you wouldn't know what's happening. Like, if you've never auditioned for a show. But, like, I love that opening number. And then Becky said that when she saw it in New York, nobody got it. Nobody understood what was happening in that whole number. I was like, that's, like, the best part of that whole show.
He did go to see Katy Perry in
Yeah,
Mexico
Witness the
City.
Tour. Eric, did you see our vlog about Witness the Tour? We went twice.
Did you see her sing Pendulum?
Yeah. Is she singing Pendulum now?
Yes.
I'm so mad about that. I did see a show on Broadway. Just recently, we were in New York, and we went and saw SpongeBob the Musical. And I actually really did like that show. It was great. But I was kind of jet lagged. from getting back from Bangladesh.
Why did you see SpongeBob the musical?
Because Matthew and my friends, several that are on this chat, paid money so Luke and I could go see a show on Broadway.
Tracy Green.
Tracy Green. Is that, and who else is on there?
Tracy.
Mariah actually is or paid for Luke and I to go see The Lion King. So we have a really awesome theatrical family. We're gonna go see Lion King when it's here in Kansas City, and my friend Ben, who I only kind of know that I know his mom really well, but he plays Pumbaa on Broadway, and he's flying up here to see his mom and to perform while it's here in Kansas City. Actually, he's here right now, I think, but he's going to be doing Pumbaa on the tour here in Kansas City. And so we're going to go see him and get backstage tours and stuff. I probably can't vlog it, but I'm going to try. Probably not, actually.
I've seen... You know what I like in Broadway shows? I like seeing the realization of Disney animated features into Broadway shows. That's my favorite.
Yeah. Like that?
No.
Oh.
Except Little Mermaid, that was my favorite.
Dude, when I saw it here in Kansas City when they've done the redesign, it's awesome because everything's done on fly systems.
No, I saw it with the new thing. I don't know.
You didn't like it?
I did not like it, but I didn't.
I loved it, but I love fly systems. Anytime you fly and a person sings.
I loved Aladdin a lot, even though everybody hates Aladdin. I liked Aladdin.
I just didn't see. I felt like with the Little Mermaid, they made a lot of really cool
I like the original music
design.
of Aladdin. And
I like the music of Aladdin. I just didn't like their design.
I like the original music that did for Little Mermaid. Aladdin, I don't know, just the way they. I just liked Aladdin.
That's fine. No, that's fine. Everything I've seen about Aladdin did not make me want to go see it, and it's mainly due to the genie. I felt like they could have done a lot with. The choreography is pretty great.
A Whole New World is so magical on stage.
Did you know it's a drone? They fly it. It's cool. That is cool.
I saw it opening week on Broadway.
Did you know? Did you really? Opening week? Mm. That's awesome. Do you want to see Anastasia? Yeah. I heard it was really underwhelming, but
it's coming here.
Is it?
Yeah, me and Tracy are gonna go.
You guys go. It's gonna be good. I'm excited for you.
Abu is not in the Broadway version, which is kind of sad. I have not seen Frozen the musical, and that's the next one I'm so excited about.
Actually, I would like to see
Frozen
that.
The musical.
That would be fun. I want to see Olaf as a puppet. I am Olaf. I want to be Olaf.
I'm excited for the original for Frozen the musical. I'm excited for Mean Girls the musical.
Yes, that's the one I want to see.
Pretty Women the musical. Pretty Woman the musical.
Mm.
You don't know anything about it.
I know. That's why I'm not excited about it. I can not be excited about it. I was so excited to see SpongeBob. I've been following that musical since its inception. Is this annoying to people?
Yeah, let's put it away.
It's just so fun. That's not working now. Anastasia, the musical's music. I can't wait till they release that soundtrack. Is it the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just not on any streaming.
Oh, it's not streaming. It's just a disc. When will they release it to streaming?
It was on SoundCloud.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Like somebody leaked it?
Yeah, like last summer.
I thought they recorded
it. They recorded it and it's on there, but I don't know why it's not. When does Mean Girls come out?
I don't know, but they need to hurry up. They did the recording for it. I know that. They also recorded Hamilton.
I think
they filmed it really well for release later,
something.
but I don't know. That'll be a year's probably. Yeah, people do care. The internet cares. I am so excited. Oh, if anyone hasn't heard yet, the Mean Girls, the only song on like Spotify for Mean Girls is freaking legit. I love it. Sorry. Let's see what else. What other Broadway shows? If you don't know anything about Broadway shows, there are some really good, solid musicals to listen to get started to. Dear Evan Hansen is really good to get started. Freaky Friday, the musical.
Yeah, Freaky Friday.
That's got some solid music in it. Did they ever film that musical? Or no?
No, it's being made into a made-for-TV movie. Remember?
The musical is?
Yeah.
Oh.
We talked about this.
Was I here for that?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't pay attention. I like the music in it. It's very traditional Broadway sounding. Do I like Hamilton? I do I like it a lot more now that I had like when Chris Howard was here. We listened to the whole thing, and I actually really appreciate it now. It's not something I go back and listen to just like regularly. It's something that if it comes on shuffle, I'm not gonna skip it. It's just gonna be like, oh, I love the Schuyler sisters because they harmonize really beautifully. Most of that show is in rap, and I'm not a huge fan of like hip hop, like style music, so it's a little too dry for me. I like solid harmonies, but there are some really solid stuff in it, and I like the storytelling aspects. Newsies is amazing, and I cannot wait. We're gonna do it next year, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna be in it.
Me and Mariah and Paul talked about it. I think.
Did we?
The
Freaky Friday?
Yeah.
Are you
You
sure?
were over here like worrying about your trip
Oh, that's probably true.
because we watched the
Look it up on Spotify or YouTube. I don't know if the soundtrack is on YouTube, but
Sophia, do you like Love Never Dies? Now that I can't see anybody,
sorry.
Freaky Friday the musical, the soundtrack is all on streaming.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
The original broadcast recording of Mean Girls comes out the 18th.
Also, Hairspray is a good musical too.
Yeah, Hairspray's good.
You what? Are you talking about Hamilton? I'm sorry. I'm just not a fanboy of it.
Paul, move the camera.
Sorry, guys. Come on home.
You know what I'm not excited about?
What?
Lin-Manuel Miranda needs to get his grubby hands off of the live-action version of The Little Mermaid that they shouldn't be making. But supposedly he's going to write new music for the live-action version of Little Mermaid, and I'm going to have a cow.
Why are they rewriting that music? It's amazing.
I don't know. The original stuff is going to be in it, I'm sure, but
They're gonna add more.
yeah. I'm not excited for it at all.
Yeah. If you guys are interested in more musicals that you want to listen to or just getting started in musical theater, we have plenty of suggestions, as you can just tell.
Yeah.
Mariah's probably your best. Mariah knows a lot about Broadway stuff, too.
Elijah said Wicked has a great soundtrack.
Wicked does. So, this was a really funny conversation we had with our choreographer back in the day. We were talking about Wicked, and the gal who choreographs for us, she hates the Wicked soundtrack. She said it's just a bunch of screaming. And I was like, oh. So when we watched, I was listening to it after that, and now I can't hear anything but screaming. Because there's a bunch of like, Wicked! Wicked!
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, now that's all I hear. Sorry, now that's all you guys are going to hear, too. Sorry.
Katie, you're not the only person that doesn't want the live-action Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid doesn't need to be touched.
No, never. Don't do that.
That's what I'll do if they make a live-action Little Mermaid.
Don't. What if somebody joined this live stream and didn't know this was here, and then they're just like this little.
Okay. What movie would you turn into a musical?
Ooh, this is a good one.
Hi, Oliver.
Hi, Oliver. What's up? Hey, this is a flarp, so it's not actual farts happening.
Okay, so any movies?
Sorry.
I really want them to remake Phantom of the Opera the movie, because Phantom of the Opera could be so good as a movie, but
Like
whatever
the musical factor.
yeah, it's just a good show. I like it because I just like it.
Yeah,
But
I've only seen this.
Andrew Lloyd Webber wouldn't give it up and give it to like a film studio to make it into an actual movie. He kept in things that were like stupid that only worked on stage, and it ended up making a horrible movie. Yeah, and
it's
then
a horrible movie.
He cast. Then I don't even know. Like he wouldn't get his, like he wouldn't release control of it. But then they casted Gerard Butler, and he was somehow okay with Gerard Butler being the Phantom.
Yeah,
and Gerard Butler cannot sing.
No, he. I watched that in college, and everyone was like, "I love Phantom of the Opera," and then I watched that, and I was like, "Why does everybody like Phantom of the Opera?"
The movie is horrible.
The movie
You have to watch the live
stage show.
Yeah.
Is there a
25th anniversary stage show that's recorded is really good.
Okay, I'll have to watch it.
Oh, sorry, Sophia. The movie has its moments, but it's just not that good.
Like that? That's what you think about
My
it?
mom said Flarp is the best, but is it a vegan product?
No, it's definitely not. I don't know. Probably not.
It might be. It doesn't have any meat or milk in it, so it probably is.
Yeah, but I think it's fine.
Mariah said He's Just Not That Into You would be a good musical. I
That
don't
would be
even
fun.
remember that movie.
That's a pretty fun one. I think there's a lot of movies I could start pulling up. I would. This is stupid. I'd love to see. Well, they've already made a Harry Potter musical. It's called the Harry Potter musical. If you haven't seen it,
They should
go
make
watch
a
it.
better...
It's on YouTube. They need to make a better.
The thing is that
filming
it's
of it.
the first musical I ever saw besides like this. It says not to eat it. Yeah, it's a good
Don't eat
musical. Just watch the live stage show
Yeah.
version of it.
Not the movie form. Let's see. What movie would make a good musical? Like Mean Girls has made a really good musical. I'm trying to think of like movies that I would not normally think to put as a musical, and to convert it to musical theater.
Where I said, Paul, you'll watch Matthew's concert edition movie, but hate mine. LOL.
Not is it a concert edition or is it the actual show?
It's the recorded show.
Yeah, it's a recorded show, not the concert
It's
edition.
recorded-
I just don't
no,
like
it
concert.
is a concert. I mean, you can hear people in the audience, but it's a
No.
stage
Like
show,
it's not like Les Mis' concert editions where it's just people standing on stage singing the songs from the show.
No, it's like
It's the show.
It's the show. Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't like concert editions. Okay, Mo. I was burned out on Les Mis because Mariah didn't show us the movie first when we were in preparation for the musical being released in college, and so we watched 3 concert editions before watching the movie.
No, okay, sorry, Mariah, but those concert editions are rough. My aunt was super into musicals, and
I
saw
know!
them when I was little, and they are rough.
I'm sorry, Mo. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't you. You were so excited about the music of it, but we didn't have any context to the music. So to be fair, we were more interested in storylines and dancing than we were music at the time. Now I appreciate the music a lot more. I could watch those concert editions now and appreciate it, but it took me till now to actually appreciate it. Sorry. So Mo, no shame. No shade thrown. Shrek was already made into a musical, and that's pretty good. Oh, prayer tonight. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Yeah, prayer tonight. Yes. Anybody got prayer requests? Thank you.
I'm
Mara.
just gonna say this one more thing. I think it would be cool to have a Broadway stage version of High School Musical.
There isn't. Oh, there's not a Broadway version.
No,
there's
like
a
Broadway,
tour.
like
Yeah,
a full-on Broadway version.
that would be cool.
And like maybe elaborated on it, and maybe actually show some of the musical that they're preparing for.
Well, and it's interesting. That is kind of a stupid. I felt like that was a flaw in their design of the original, and like I liked it. Technically, this is actually not a flaw, but the first and the third is technically like the entire process of a show. So that they go through the first is just the audition stage, and then the last one is the actual build and performance of the show.
Tracy said Back to the Future the musical instead of a remake.
Independence
Cool
Day the
Runnings,
music
the stage
too?
musical.
That would actually be funny.
They should make Oliver J. Hughes the musical.
Yeah,
I would watch that.
I would watch that. Can I be a part of that? I'll dance in it. I'll be in the ensemble.
One thing that I think Disney should realize instead of just remaking Disney movies into stage shows is Wicked is very popular, and it's like an offshoot of Wizard of Oz, which is super popular. I think it would be cool if they did like an
Movie form?
offshoot of something of like a Disney movie.
Oh, you mean like so? It's not like a. It's not like a direct.
like a backstory, like
yeah.
like Maleficent or something, but like on stage.
Yeah.
But not Maleficent, you know, like just how Maleficent reimagines Sleeping Beauty, but do that on stage.
That would be good. That's a good idea. That way, it creates a larger world for the universe, and it also would be of solid. It wouldn't be remaking something that's already been done, so you can't make people like Matthew mad about it. Anybody got prayer requests? We're gonna pray and close out.
Mara,
you got us excited about musicals. Now we're gonna start talking about them.
Mara is moving to. She's contemplating moving to Mississippi to be a nanny.
Yeah, that'd be
She
cool.
wants prayer about that, and then
We need to pray for Oliver's baby.
Yeah, Oliver's
just sleeping
baby.
and like just healthy. He's only a month old.
My homeschool family that I was associated with, Kate's family will be 2 weeks tomorrow since she passed away.
Oh.
She ended up passing away, and then my brother's play is Friday and Saturday.
That's so exciting. Is it just one of your brothers?
No, they're both in it.
They're both in it. Okay. I was gonna say you said your brother's play.
Yeah.
It sounded like just one brother.
Brothers is play.
Brothers is. That's so exciting. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pray. If you have more prayer requests, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. But I'm gonna go ahead and pray for us. Okay. Heavenly Father God, I thank you for today. I thank you for this opportunity to come together and on the internet and just hang out and to build each other up and to glorify you through our time here talking about musicals and insecurities. God, I just pray that you will give us confidence in who we are. Help us to understand your purpose and your love for us, and that we will have confidence in that, and that you are alone the only person we need to be accepted by. And thank you for accepting us for who we are, despite our flaws and insecurities and failures and struggles. God, you have sent your Son to die for us, despite us slapping you in the face with all our sin. So thank you for that. Thank you for just loving us through that. And I thank you, and I pray that you will just help me as the guy in, I think it's Mark, talks about, he says, Jesus, I believe, but help me with my unbelief. And I think that for me today, that speaks to my heart with confidence. I struggle without that confidence, and just help me to be confident in who you've made me to be. And there's no one else like me, and I don't want to be like anybody else. I want to be the person that you've designed me to be, and I just thank you for that. I do pray for the prayer requests that we've been brought up today. What did you say they were?
Mara's moving to Mississippi.
Oh, yeah.
Or Mara maybe moving to Mississippi.
Wisdom in that, and then
making a decision on whether or not to move halfway across the continent to work as a nanny.
Oh, yeah, wow. God, I pray for Mara. I pray that you give her wisdom in this decision with this new job as a nanny, maybe moving to Mississippi. God, I just pray that you'll be with her, help her to make the right choice there. And I know that you'll be with her if she does do that, or if she decides to stay, God. So I just thank you for that. And give her peace of mind when she decides, and also that it will be a really good job situation if she ends up going. I do pray for Oliver with his baby, and just the sleep and running a company and all this stuff, and excitement about a new office space. God, I just pray that you'll be with him. Help him to make really wise choices and on how to be there with his family, as well as pursue this company, and also be able to really be an asset to his wife and his family. I just thank you for him and his friendship as well. I think, what was this?
Kate's family.
Oh, Kate's family.
It's been 2 weeks.
Oh, yes, Kate's. God, I do pray for Kate's family. It's just been a hard 2 weeks, you said?
Yeah.
2 weeks. And I just pray that you'll be with them. Pray for it's just hard. Just be with them, give them a hug, bring peace into their lives, and help them to know that you're there and that you care. Oh, and also your brother's play is coming up Friday, Saturday. I pray for that as well. That it will go smoothly. There won't be any hiccups or drama. That it will just go really smoothly, which I know in theater never happens. But I do pray that you will bless them with a really fun and memorable time.
Okay, the humans school starts back tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Do you want to pray some? You can pray for these. You're better at reading them.
Dear God, we just want to lift up Katie going back to school tomorrow and help her have a smooth last semester, and just help her to stay on track and be focused and not get distracted with going to Disney. Cough. Sorry. We also want to lift up Aaliyah. She just wants to lift up her work situation, I guess. Pray for her work and help her to have a good work week. That's always a tough thing to have, but just be with her and remember that just to have peace while she's there. We also want to pray for Aaliyah's little sister's father, who is a really bad alcoholic and a drug user. That's a hard thing to handle, but just be with her sister, be with her, and give them wisdom on how to just handle the situation. Katie wants to praise and lift up her church. She's thankful for her church family this week and how God has used them in her life. That's that's a good thing to have in your life, and just be thankful for that. Pray that Sophia will have self-control, obedience, and contentment, and help her to hear your voice and know your guidance for her life.
I think that's it.
We just want to lift up everybody's prayer request. Help everybody in this chat to know that you love them. Insecurity is too much, but God made us the way we are, so we should be happy with that. Anyways, amen.
Elijah's praying for you that you.
As I move forward in life and show the real me on social media. Wow, thanks, Elijah.
And alleviates fear. Just a problem with that. Guys, thank you so much for sharing your prayer requests. We are praying for you, and love that you guys jump on and hang out with us. It's just thank you for hanging out with us.
We also want to pray that Oliver will come to the first Sunday at COTFC this
Please come.
Sunday.
Please come.
Mother's Day.
Dude, I'm filming B-roll all morning, so no matter what service you come to, I'll be there. It's going to be shown in service, so you should come see it. Or you can watch it online at cotfc.com/live, or I think it's cotfc.live.com. I don't know. Google COTFC on Sunday morning, and you'll be able to see a live show of it. And you'll be able to see the video I made. That's it. I think it's 8:30, 10 o'clock, and 11:30, I think is the times of this. I don't know. Look on the website. It's there. cotfc.com. Dude, I'm so excited for the City House. You don't even know. I guess that was a good sign off right there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Don't die, okay, bye.
Don't die, okay, bye.
Come to the mic.